Hi guys, Jack Coded here, back with another episode of this Western Roman Empire Legendary campaign. Picking up right where we left off. Attila is dead, but we still have these significant Hun armies here attacking us. So I think this is one of our better armies here under Leonis, who was one of the ones to kill Attila in one of the times. But we're going to try and withdraw here. I don't know if we'll get far away enough. And we got far away enough, so that's really good. We managed to save that legion. You can see the lines here. The problem the Huns have is they're also at war with what I'm calling the Byzantine Empire, which is an alliance of former Eastern Roman Empire territories, so Asia, Eastern Roman separatists, Visigoths, who have sort of Romanized a little bit. So they're also at war with them. They were actually invading them when I decided to step in to save the day. So plan here is Levant. We're starting to convalesce there. I think we're in a position now where we can start to whittle them down. Every time we win, we'll start to see their strength ranking drop. So for example, where are we here?
We hunger for battle. We hunger for battle. At your command.
Have to move very carefully now so we don't make any mistakes. So Primogenia and Adjutrix. First of all, I wonder, just out of curiosity, would they take peace now? No.
I have no stomach for them. At your service. At your command. At your command. Ready for orders.
Could potentially bring 3 legions down on these 2 armies, and that would be another 2 gone.
Commander. We hunger for battle.
Maybe even an additional one there. So let's do this. Let's go here and here.
At your command. We cannot pass here.
Try and I can't get the 3rd one in there, can I? Because the city's in the way. Is this going to work? If I do this now, that's going to include the 2. If I do this, let's cross here. Nice. So that's overwhelming odds for us. So that's 6,500 men against roughly 3,000. So again, I would love to fight this one on the field. Maybe I could fight this one on the field actually, because there's not really horse archers. There's 4 units of horse archers. What's the map like? An open field. Do I want to fight this one in the field? Is it going to be a bit of a mess? Again. I'll just auto resolve it because it's too good a victory for me to lose units on the field. We'll have better battles against the Eastern Romans, I think. Okay, I'll ransom back the troops.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
And let's try and hinder this army so it can't come after us. Okay, so that's going to have a harder time coming after us here.
Satan cowers before me. I'm afraid we cannot. Would that
And
I
just
were
fall back a bit here.
angels.
I think I'll try and hinder this one so it can't get away.
I revel in destruction.
Making good use of our spies here, so they can't really escape now. We can bring 3 legions on top of them and just take all these guys out. That's fine. Here, Levavum. I don't think there's much point defending Levavum. I think I'm better trying to defend Augusta Vindelicorum. And just need to be conscious as well that they could drive through into Italy. So what I'll do is let's drop back here.
At your command. Get to it, men. Ready for battle.
And that also gives me a chance just to re-equip some of these troops.
We hunger for battle.
March Lego victories up to Britain again. Right, where is the Danians? I'll try and raise a small fleet because I just want to take these guys out now. Let's raise. Cannot raise a fleet. Oh, okay, that's not a port. That would be white. Let's raise a fleet here.
Orders. We're going to need a bigger fleet. Recruiting more ships.
Right, cool. We'll raise that and we'll keep chasing this one down here just now.
I were as swift as the angels. Yes. The sea beckons.
And corner them in.
Your orders? Commander.
Yeah, see, Africa's still causing problems for the Sassanids. It's cool. It looks like the Nobatians may attack them though.
We hunger for battle. How may I serve you?
I need to remember this as well. Actually, let's investigate corruption. Which is something I always forget about. I just use my spies as like vision and to hinder armies, but actually you can use them to investigate corruption, reduce corruption in some provinces, which might be worth doing for some income. I don't know. I feel like I'll always just use spies, you know, to spy on the enemy, see what's going on. I like to try and you probably, if you've watched this far, you'll see I like to try and like coordinate wars. You know, like so. There's a faction, we're a faction, there's some war breaks out and we then move our machinery towards that. Okay, they're attacking us here. I think we hindered both these armies, so I think we should be able to flee. So let's try.
At ease, men.
Again, hopefully we can flee here.
Retreat. At ease, men.
If not, we're in trouble. Okay. Oh no, I should have hindered that one as well. Okay, although it's a fairly even fight. It's giving me good odds here. Is this this is Leonis. Right, what do they have? The horse archers, onagers, we've got skirmishers. Let's try it. I think it's a loss, isn't it? Maybe I should have fought that one on the field. Yeah, that's fine. You can't win them all. Took a lot of men off them at least. Good general gone though. But he was important because he could fight night battles. But he's kind of done that. When we've already used him for when we need them in that sense. Okay, tough one. Right, first things first. Ugh, these Abdanians and they flee north.
Steady as we go. Fleet reporting. At your command.
Okay, what is the problem in Southern England? That says it food. Food's a little bit of a problem. Okay.
Ready for battle.
Right.
Ready for orders. At your command.
So you've got 2 legions here. I thought we had 3 here. Oh, okay, of course we lost one. Let's try and maybe hinder again.
At your
This is eventually going to stop working, I think.
Your will is done.
So hindering essentially is what saved us there. We got caught up in this area. So these guys are going to both struggle to move,
Ready for
which
battle.
means we can break out against this one.
At your command. We hunger for battle. Commander. Make haste, men. At once. Wipe them out.
Okay, that's a really good general we're taking out there. That's good.
We hunger for battle. Ready for
And I
orders.
think what we'll try and do is keep throwing these guys
March until your feet bleed. Then march
together.
some more. We hunger for battle.
Now Metellus, he's our factionaire, isn't he?
Commander.
There's coming.
At your
Um,
at your command.
yeah, so winter's coming. So let's just be careful what we do now. Um,
I want hourly.
put the emperor in here, and we'll get Scoli Palatini. With Scoli Gentiles before that we read about. They were for charging, weren't they? Scola Palatini, I think, are more for fighting. Right, so I think it's the same description. So let's get 2 of them in with the emperor there.
Commander. How may I serve you?
And I think I'll try and build up a bit of treasury here rather than spend the money. I could raise another legion. I think I'll let the money build up a bit. I'm tempted to move the Africana Legion north now. Start colonizing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start the ball rolling on that. And in here we can put a logistics expert. Yeah, we'll put a small legion in here just to defend.
Come, fight with us.
we'll put him in there. And we're going to go up here and colonize. That gives us another legion in the field there. Maybe I'll colonize and then go over here and equip armor and things like that.
We hunger for battle. Ready for orders. We hunger for battle.
Let's move this east just now. Just in case if these all move this way, we will have 3 legions in the area. Okay, cool. Let's end turn there. Just going to let our money build up a little bit, just in case we get a bit of a economic shock again. I didn't know this fleet was still here. That should be a win for us though. Okay, was that all Aaron had left? Was that who we fought there? Okay, who did we lose there? Someone die? Okay, so this is a governor. This is the problem. You know, all my generals now have no influence because they got used up getting them office. Okay. They're going to take some attrition there. We can move into our territory.
At your command.
It's difficult to attack them here. This is like a good defensible position for them because I can't really, there's no roads here, they're in the sort of wilds. It's a little bit frustrating. I'll move out the snow anyway.
Is that all? March. You have further orders? Set up the watch. Ready for battle.
Yeah, I'll maybe try and move these 3 legions south then. Attack them down here.
Ready for orders.
Levant, not much I can do there. Immigrants is still the problem here.
Fleet reporting. For honor and glory.
Food's a problem here as well. The only thing I can do is knock down one of the guardhouses. Try and help with food by doing that. all I can do.
We hunger for.
Yeah, I'll see if these guys move out here. If they would just like even attack me, the Damavia or something, that would help.
Fleet reporting.
Right, let's go up and colonize this.
Blockade set up. None will. Commander. Yes.
Okay, and build up a little bit. Just saving up money in our treasury as well, just in case. See what the Huns are doing. Should have left the camera up there. I turned off AI moves, by the way, guys, just so the turns go a bit faster. I can probably put it back on now that there's less going on, but I think last time I did that, it slowed it all right down. Okay, the Huns have assassinated, I think, probably one of my spies. Yeah, suspicious death. Savaria and Pannonia. See a spy as well. Have I lost 2 spies in one? Two spies gone. Right, cool. Do we have anything closer to get another spy? I don't think so. Right, let's just recruit some spies here then.
At your service.
Actually, while we have a little bit of money building up now, let me try and get some scriptoriums. Yeah, I'll do that. In economics, we... yeah, this must be giving us good income now. Yeah, it's jumped right up. So let's do this one for public order. Still got good food. We're still okay for food. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that one for public order. Public order, and it'll give us a little bit more income again.
Ready for order.
These guys managed. They still can't. They just keep moving just outside. Because am I right in saying I can't catch them here? Right? If I go here,
That I were as swift as the angels.
yeah, it's just so frustrating. Someone can tell me if I'm missing something obvious when it comes to this stuff, but as far as I can see, they just are able to just constantly move out of range. Right, let's go start going after these Hunnic armies.
At your command.
See if I can tempt them to attack Damavia there.
Ready for orders. Would that I were as swift as the angels.
Maybe they'll try and attack that or something, and then we can counter attack.
Commander. Orders. Ready for battle.
Try and do something similar here. Levavum.
We hunger for battle.
See how much attrition do we take if we march through the snow here.
Ready
Okay, not too bad. Right, next time we can maybe if they're still there, we'll try and attack.
orders. Ready for battle. Advance.
If we could attack just now, actually.
Orders.
Let's try and be bold. Like, so if I move in here and try and attack here. Nice. Nice aggressive attack there. So what's their strength rating now? It's dropped to 5 now. Behind... Is it Asia they're going to be behind? Axum. What was Axum? No, I misread it. Okay.
Ready for orders.
And yeah, let's colonize this.
Ready for battle.
Cool. We're slowly turning the screw now.
Commander,
Colonize this.
ready for orders.
What I might do is if I finish off the Huns, I might do a direct attack on Constantinople. I wouldn't mind Macedonia colonising some of like this territory, and I could colonise these two. It's just whether I colonise these first and then attack Constantinople, or just attack Constantinople and then colonise. Okay, let's end turn there. Nice traits here. Just corruption a little bit more.
What do you wish of me? Commander,
And Augusta can get let's see, experience against Eastern empires. That would be useful for the upcoming things. Some fields in here as well. Okay, we're motoring now. Okay, I wonder so what I was thinking is either fight them and it might slow them down, or try and withdraw and see what it makes them do. Yeah, so that I think we've kind of cornered them a little bit now, hopefully. Wonder what the Huns are doing. Yeah, the Huns still causing problems. Defamation. Let's pay them off. Right, cool, we can take this one out now, I think.
ready for battle. We hunger for
So let's see if we can give Metellus the glory.
for orders. Ready for battle. We hunger for battle.
Move this legion up here.
Commander, ready for battle.
This one here.
On the move.
And let Metellus attack.
Orders. Ready for battle. At your command.
And we can come back in here to replenish.
We hunger for
Same here.
Ready for
Okay.
orders.
Where are they at now? Strength ranking 7. So we're whittling them down slowly but surely. Sirmium Sileria has emerged.
Welcome, I suppose. No, do not sit. That is for us and for friends. You, for now, will stand.
Another trading partner. Makes us good money. Okay, and got these two legions convalescing here. Let's build these two. Maybe public order will start to stabilize here. Fields there. Okay, we'll have scriptorium soon, which is good.
Ready for battle.
Okay, let's end this one here. End this turn here. Oh, I forgot to attack that, didn't I? That's annoying.
We will return.
Heading towards the new world.
Only the greatest
The Huns want a peace
speak of
treaty.
peace to their enemies.
Nope. We're not going to do that. We're going to take you guys out. So we can start thinking about our post-Hun plans. So I'm thinking I might try and get into Constantinople and hold that. We'll just take it, get a legion in there. Hold that as a bit of a choke point and colonise the rest of that province. And then look at invading Anatolia. Loyalty. Who's got wavering loyalty? More influential than ruler, often given to subordinate. Let's try and secure his loyalty. Or just assassinate him. Hopefully that works.
The waves still beckon. Put your backs into it, you men. All hands to the oars. We still have a good wind. We need more ships.
Okay.
Heaven be
Where are those spies? They're still sitting over here. Not doing anything. Still got 3 veterans on the go. 1, 2. I think I've lost a veteran, haven't I? You want veterans in your armies for sure. Because they help experience.
at your command. Salutations.
How can I assist you?
We hunger for battle.
Okay, it's going to be tricky to chase these guys now into this sort of countryside.
Heaven be praised. Ready for battle.
Um,
Commander.
right, how much do we want to really be chasing them, or do we just wait till they come out and come to us again? knowing that we can sort of beat them now.
At your command. Ready for battle. Advance.
Yeah, I'll give a.
Would that I were as swift as the
Nope.
angels. Ready for orders.
How may I serve you?
Commander.
I think what I'll do is I'm going to try and start the next stage. It's only 422. What's our victory conditions? Need things like a wine emporium, triumphal arch, and things. That'll all come in time. Okay. Yeah, all that'll come in time. Actually, we don't need to start really targeting that just yet. Let's Sassanids. Oh god, the Sassanids have driven right through here. Are they at war with the? Yeah, they are at war with the Separatists, but not the Visigoths. It's interesting. Right. Okay. We need to start pushing back against the Sassanids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to march these legions straight down. Now I'm going to worry less about the Huns. I'll
For battle.
put one legion to sort of defend up there. I think Edutrix actually has probably earned its chance to defend. Under Structus, right? So they can head back up there. They'll defend like just all of this area really. Now that public order's fairly stable. Yeah. Okay, they're going to go up and sort of defend that. The rest of the legions are going to be.
Get moving, you wretches.
So we can assassinate this thing.
Is mine.
Are going to be is taking over Macedonia, Greece.
We hunger for battle. For battle.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what we're going to do. Because these Sassanids are growing way too strong now. I thought we would have a good war against the Byzantine Empire and then the Sassanid Empire, but it looks like the Byzantine Empire are going to fall. Let's just fight this.
Retreat.
But I need to get this. I need to get this naval situation resolved. I'm going to need my navy to fight in the Eastern Mediterranean. Okay, managed to tease the Huns out.
Regroup and fall.
Let's see if we can escape.
Destination reached.
It's a 1v1 here at least. Strabo. The map is this. Okay, I don't think I have the troops to win this, but I'll fight it anyway. I think this is, yeah, Vulcania was this legion, this sort of makeshift legion that I put together. Mostly for defending in settlements and things. Yeah, so we'll just take a kind of defensive posture here. Nice open field. Seeing if there's anywhere I can reliably hide. Not really. Okay, let's just all our cavalry together, I think. Just now, the 2 legio in the middle, 2 spearmen at the side, 2 more spearmen at the side.
Square formation! Get your shields up! We'll kill 'em all!
Crossbowmen, try and get some shots off.
Large onager! Orders understood!
Let's see if we
Anyone who
formation group this and go over here. Maybe hide some cavalry in here. Right, let's see. Maybe we can at least kill some of them. But yeah, the overall plan now is to try and take Constantinople. I think it'd be nice if the Sassanids sort of attacked us in Constantinople, then we might get a nice siege. And yeah, then I'll just take over the rest of Greece and use that as the sort of staging point to launch against the Sassanids. And I'll probably attack through Egypt as well. And we'll move into the sort of end game of this campaign. I think what I'll try and do is I'll try and use my scout equities to take out those onagers. Oh, too late. It's basically like, it's World War II level artillery, honestly. One volley takes out entire units. Should have hidden some troops over here to try and come and get them, but
God give us strength! Swift melee cavalry! Riders, advance! Come on now! Scout equities! Our aim is through! Archers! Scout equities! Orders understood! Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I could have been in loose formation, to be fair, that would have helped.
Missile infantry ready? Elite Palestinians! Miserati, spears!
Never even shut down both those onagers.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit. Defensive testudo! No! Hunt them down! Gotcha! Riders at the double! Hold the banners high! Artillery! Fire on the enemy! Artillery! The men are losing hope! The men are broken and are fleeing! We have a blind battle! Forward! By your command! Charge!
Yeah, we're never going to win this one. Let's try to kill some units.
Our general has fallen. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a
That's fine. Got some kills at least. You see the heavy onager alone is contributing like a third of our kills there.
Disengage! Journey completed.
Okay. Britain's still helping us out as always. Okay, Pietus. Let's get him in there. Okay, we lost another veteran. Get our veterans round. Okay, Vulcania Legion, I think I'll just disband rather than trying to escape or anything crazy like that. So let's just disband this one.
We hunger for battle. Set up the watch.
We'll retreat Metellus into Damavia here.
Ready for orders.
And let's upgrade this army. Actually, Gallica doesn't have any armor upgrades.
Ready for orders. Commander. At your command. We hunger for battle. Commander. We hunger for battle. Ready for battle.
They don't have the upgrades, but I think I just need to try and push forward anyway.
Ready for orders. At your command. We hunger for battle. Commander. At your command. Commander.
Okay, what I'll do is I will push forward with the Augusta Legion. Next turn I will move Germanica in the attack as well, and then that's my heir doing some work.
Ready for orders.
Gallica, I will quickly move back here
We still have a good
to upgrade their armor. And I think next turn they'll be able to make it to Domavia.
wave still beckon.
stop that.
This legion I'll just send up here to just defend in case they move north again. I think we're okay everywhere else. Right, where's this fleet? Still chasing this fleet down. That's fine, we're moving in this direction anyway. Okay, I think we want Federate forces next, but we need to save up some money for that. So in the meantime, let's try and... yeah, let's get this one next. It'll also improve our campaign movement range. So just to read it out, we're getting defense in depth, and we'll get Federate forces, and we might even get the canonical law. The canonical law, which will boost our religion, and then the ecclesiastical jurisdiction, which will reduce corruption, and then we'll get plus 3% tax rate, which will again will help our income quite a lot. Okay. But we'll save up some money for the Federate forces. Right, let me just about end turn here, I think.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, we'll end turn here.
My road is barred.
I'm interested to see what the Huns do now.
The storm has raged.
Did they attack Sirmium there? Did they maybe... Oh, it looks like the Macedonians have attacked them.
There is much honor in accepting this offer, for it is fair and just, like all Roman ideas.
I wanted to try and make Britain a puppet state, but they're too independent for some reason. Right, I think, did the Huns lose? Yeah, they lost some fights there, so some of the other factions pulling their weight, which is great. Let's see exactly where they are. So they're northwest of the province controlled by elite. So they're in here.
I am a shadow.
They lost another army.
Yes.
Um,
Ready for battle.
okay. We are going right through here to Constantinople with these two armies.
Gathering supplies.
At your service. How may I serve you?
Get that shield up. We hunger for battle.
And let's see if let me put these two legions together here.
Returning to land. You have further orders? Your equipment is a disgrace, man.
Make sure I've got this right. 1, 2, 3.
At your
This one
command.
down here as well.
Ready for orders.
Because once I attack here, I'm going to be at war with, you know, Asia as well, I think. Oh no, maybe not, because they're not allied with the yeah, okay. So this empire isn't really as much of a problem as I thought. Maybe we could lower taxes for a while now and try and build up public order again. 'Cause we're looking good here. Right, let's end turn. Got to move that again, I keep forgetting.
Our struggle will end badly and with little honor for anyone. My elders suggest peace. What say you?
Yeah, I'll make peace with those guys just now. Keep them in one place. I'm going to attack them later. I guess it doesn't really make a difference. I think if I'm more than 10 turns after the peace treaty, I don't get any penalty if I attack them, and it's going to take me like 10 turns to get to them anyway. Oh, looks like someone got raised. that the Macedonians? Here we go. Nobatia finally attacking.
Glory could be yours.
It's so funny how opposite this is from the Eastern campaign, because in the Eastern campaign it's like Britain was the frontier. You know, had to finish off in Britain. Now it's the opposite. We're going to be finishing off somewhere in Arabia probably.
Ready for orders.
Okay. Right, Nobatia are
Ready for battle.
engaging. So let's see, what can we do here?
Commander.
Right. Huns are a bit weak. Let's try and finish them off with these two armies. So move one army here. Second one, Legio 7 Gallica.
We hunger for
Attacking here. This should, I think this will be the last of them. Let's see.
at once.
Faction destroyed Huns, finally. Excellent. Right. Immediately I think what I'll do is move some legions about. Right, so let's I think we'll try and get some better reinforcements maybe in the Gallica Legion. Jutrix. I don't really, there's no reason for me to be defending up here now. There's literally no one here. Except Rugians.
Are you brave?
Okay. Why is my income so bad? Oh, I lowered taxes, didn't I? Yeah. But even so, I think it should be higher than that. Yeah, income's taking a bit of a hit.
Commander.
Something to do with my emperor? Has he done something? Thanks for the follow, Sepronixidix. Much appreciated. This whole campaign's going to be on YouTube soon. I've got an Eastern Roman Empire one already on YouTube, and I've been recording this one, so I'll publish this all on YouTube if you want to see how we got into this position. Just on YouTube channels Jack Coded as well. I don't know why I took such a financial hit there. Something to do with this war, maybe. Maybe I had a fair bit of trade coming through here. Okay, that could be what it is. See if we can drive these guys back. No, I'm gonna have to send legions down here, and then we'll attack Egypt. Right. Just try to decide how to do this. I'd like to get some core troops.
Call this a garrison.
Okay, let's get both these legions back to Italy.
I am a shadow. How can I assist you? At your
Okay, spies. Send the spies down to the Sassanid Empire. The Germanic legion's advancing. This one's advancing.
We cannot do that.
Okay, so these two legions I'm going to dispatch to Egypt,
Ready for orders.
Africana. I'll move that forward. They're going to attack Thessalonica. if we end up war with the Visigoths, and then what we'll do is we'll try and hold Constantinople and colonize these sort of richer provinces, and then we'll just kick on from there non-stop. Right, navies. Let's start moving up here and over here.
Commander.
Yeah, cool. So it'll take a little bit of time, but we'll get there.
Shield up.
Cool.
At your command.
The spirits tell us.
But it kinda worked out in a way that I didn't technically want. I didn't really want the Huns to fight the Eastern Roman Empire, Eastern Roman separatists for me and the Visigoths. I kind of wanted to fight them just to make the whole campaign and stream much more interesting. But it has strategically worked out. Like, they broke the back of the Byzantine Empire, as I'm calling it. I'm sorry if that annoys anybody. I totally appreciate that might annoy someone. All I'm saying is, in this game I've saw this sort of political union in the former Eastern Roman Empire, which is kind of Romanized, and it's based out of Constantinople, so I'm kind of calling it Byzantine, the same reason we call it Byzantine in our world. Okay. Celsus, right? Celsus is the other kid of Flavius Honorius. So we have a new emperor, Metellus, 21 years old, and his brother. Right, let's see. Let's go through these. So there was a wavering in loyalty, Bassus.
Yes.
Here. Not sure why. And we had smallpox. Where did that break out? Ptolemais. Okay. Right. So these are two brothers now. They're inexperienced is the only thing. Celsus and Publius. Okay.
We hunger for battle.
They're going to start the attack.
At your service.
At your command. How can I serve you?
Right, so just before we do this, we're going to attack Constantinople. If the Visigoths get involved, we'll immediately attack them. These legions are going to be moving south. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some Roman cavalry, I think. So let's disband these ones. And we'll bring in let's see. Promote and Gentiles. And this army we are going to, I think we might get rid of these ballistarii and try and get we can get rid of this Onager, I think. And we'll get rid of these Germanic brigands now. I'll keep the Steppe Lancers and the Mounted Warband. I'll get rid of these three kind of units. So the missile damage is 75. Missile damage is higher for the elite ballistarii. And they're better in a fight as well. They're a fair bit more expensive though. Maybe for the job they do, it's not worth paying the extra money. Yeah, so I'll keep the mercenary ones. They've been with us a long time. We'll go down to Florence and get some elite infantry here. and then we'll get some cavalry, and then we will head down towards Egypt with those 2 legions. That'll be their job. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. So we're going to declare war here. Hopefully our allies come to help. They did. The Visigoths also came to help them. Celsus's first action is going to be to take that. Let's give him a veteran. And we're not at war with Asia because they're not allied with the Eastern Romans. They're only allied with the Visigoths. Right, let's move on to Thessalonica. Take that.
We hunger for battle.
And I think this... I thought it was more Romanized, actually. I was maybe mistaken about that earlier. Okay. Yeah, we'll convert this one. Bone carver. We'll knock that down. Knock that down. And we'll convert the church, and we'll convert the base settlement there. And let's take Constantinople. I could, you know, I could fight this one to show us the city if you guys want. Don't know if we'll get a chance to see it again.
Let them cower like kenneled dogs.
Yeah, let's fight this one on the field just to, and then maybe that'll be the end of this episode. I'll fight this one on the field just to, so we can see an interesting map. You can see how this is so defensible though. You can only go in through the port or through this massive, I think that's the Theodosian walls. So what I would like to do is, if the Sassanids have huge armies there and they counter-attack us, that would be pretty cool. And we could get potentially a huge natural sort of siege here. And I think like in my Eastern Roman campaign where I built up Rome, I think you can build this up a bit more. So I might try and do that as well for fun. Right, but we're just gonna knock on the... Yeah, you definitely can actually. You definitely can. So the walls can go much further out, and you get like moats and things like that. So I don't think these are technically the Theodosian walls then. But okay, let's make sure we're far enough away here. Just start this. We'll try and knock down here. Then we'll just burst through, I think.
The enemy should know when the odds are hopeless.
Yeah. This looks really cool. This is a nice thing you get in Total War games. It always looks visually really cool. Okay, tower down.
The enemy tower is no more than wreckage now.
And a little bit of ruins. This is a bit, I think, meant to show the sort of decline, a bit like when we fought in Rome in in the Eastern campaign. Like, so it would be cool. That's part of the reason I kind of fought this one as well. I thought it would be cool if we get to fight here again and I've managed to upgrade it and things like that. Speed it up a little bit. Let's knock this down. run everybody in. Huge kills when you bring down the walls there. This is the Emperor's brother here.
The walls are destroyed. The defenses
I think he's only 18 years old. I think the Emperor's 21. These are Flavius and Honorius' kids. And whatever you say about Flavius and Honorius, he did have some pretty incredible achievements. As Emperor, he did save the West. He was a byword for cruelty, so we can say that we judge his methods, but no, he was a good emperor in terms of accomplishments. Let's see if his kids are, if they can complete the task. Of course, he was assassinated by Honorius' wife, who was an intelligent woman, apparently, according to her traits. See the Scolae Palatini there, the Imperial Guard. Replacement for the Praetorians. And of course, this city is really symbolic as the other capital of the empire.
Their gates are ours now. Their settlement is almost a ruin. Heaven can wait.
Okay, we'll run down to the triumphant column with our emperor. Sorry, not our emperor, our emperor's brother, and these Scolae Palatini. Send the mercenaries all the way down to the palace. So although these are Eastern Roman separatists, it's like, the way I try to think about it is more like it's another faction in the Eastern Roman Empire. So it's kinda still the Eastern Roman Empire. Got this triumphal sprint down here. We might one day be defending this from Sassanids, who knows. I'll try my best to upgrade this, guys, in case we get that chance, 'cause I think it would be awesome to see... Hi, San Leroy, did you start that fire? I think it's just you and me online just now. But yeah, I think I accidentally started this enormous fire. So what we're doing here, I don't know how, so I maybe missed your message, I'm not sure how long you've been watching. So we've beat the Huns. I beat the Huns this morning, and they're completely gone. And now we are invading the sort of Eastern Roman Empire. So we're in. So the big thing still to happen in this game is we need to fight the Sassanids. By the way, just a tip that I learned in my last campaign, if you ever get a chance to watch it. If you manage to get troops to stand under any of these buildings, like enemy troops for example, and then you destroy them, I'm trying to think of find good examples, but like see if you put troops under here for example, and then you destroy this building, the whole unit will be completely obliterated. Which is something I wasn't fully aware of, but then I used it to win some really important battles. You might even see if it catches fire here, you might see it happen, it'll be destroyed. This bit over here as well, for example, you can stand troops over there. Wait, I saw there was some spearmen here, which is why I held my cavalry back, but actually we might have enough just to take it. Let's just go for it. Because I don't think they've got any morale left. They lose morale heavily when you take over some of the victory points and destroy the city. But yeah, so won the Hunnic Wars. The Huns, it was quite interesting actually. The Huns actually attacked the Eastern Roman separatists and the Visigoths and started like taking out, you know, all of Greece, like just raising all of Greece. So I decided to step in and attack the Huns on their behalf to try and save Constantinople and stuff. Now that the Huns are gone, I'm sort of running in to take over, and then we will attack the Sassanids. Oh, these are Lanciarii Signores. The morale should be low enough that we should be able to just run over the top of them here. I don't know if you're aware as well, one of the other interesting things I was talking about is that this is obviously Constantinople, but if you upgrade the city, it changes quite a lot. So they'll build another wall, for example, and a moat and things like that, and the whole city will become bigger. So in my Eastern Roman Empire, in my Eastern Roman Empire, I took Rome, and it was in ruins, and I had to defend it a few times, and it was like completely in ruins. Like clearly no one really lived there. But by the end of the campaign, we'd built it up, and then I let a rebellion attack Rome so that we could see it again, and we saw it like completely built up. And I know you can do it in custom battles, but see when you do it in your actual campaign and you know that you've built it up, it's so satisfying. I've got the message that Attila was born in turn 20, I think. So he'll be coming to kill me soon. Yeah, I need to watch your YouTube so I can learn how to prepare. Yeah, it's all about yeah, so that's right. So he's born in 400, and he will he can emerge before 420 as a sort of faction leader, which is what happened in this campaign, which I wasn't aware of until it happened. But in 420, what will happen is I think there'll be some scripts which make him basically become more aggressive, right? And the other thing is you probably know this already, but you have to kill him 3 times. If you don't kill him 3 times, if you only kill him once or you don't kill him, he'll just keep spawning more and more stacks, like more and more armies, really experienced armies over time. So you have to find a way to kill him and then kill him again and kill him again before he has a chance to keep respawning. The main thing I think is, in my experience, is just don't make sure he doesn't ever break through into your territory. Like if he finds a place to break through, like into Italy, for example, he'll just raise everything. Like that's what he did to these guys. He raised all these settlements, which is why I had to intervene. But yeah, it's all about just trying to get rid of all the other factions, make sure you're good income, and there's no sort of enemies causing you any problems, so you can focus all your legions on the Huns, and then once you beat them, it should be more or less smooth sailing. So what I'm hoping for here is the Sassanids are really, really strong. So they control, you can see what they control here between them and their puppet states, like all the sort of eastern provinces and things. So what I'm kind of hoping is that maybe they'll attack Constantinople and we'll get a nice siege here. So I'm going to try and very quickly build this back up. And the other thing I'm going to try and do is colonize these provinces again. Yeah, it's really funny. Like, so you have to come 3 times. So in my Eastern Roman Empire campaign, I actually killed him on the field, right? I didn't auto-resolve it. At least one time. In fact, maybe all 3 times I killed him on the field, but at least twice that I remember. And I zoom the camera in, right? And you can physically see him fighting, and you can physically see him dying, and then you physically see him lying on the field with his eyes open, like clearly dead. And then I'm like, when I end this battle here, he's going to be alive again and fine, you know? It's really funny. It's a funny little mechanic they've introduced. But yeah, you physically have to kill him 3 times. I think in battle as well. I'm not sure if assassinations work, like if they count. But I think you have to do it in battle. Right. Let's get morale against Eastern empires. Okay, let's get this one. Let's get this guy some armor. Yeah, so I'm going to try and hopefully build this up. In terms of what else to do. So I've got this navy slowly making its way over here. I've been trying to pin down these Abdanians for a while now. I think I've just about got them. And then I'll move my navy, and then what I might do is try and attack the Phazos, or I'll probably take the islands first. And I've got 2 legions over here that I'm going to move down to help in Egypt. Money's a little bit more tight now actually, because that's a trading partner I've lost now as well.
Ready for orders. At your command.
Yeah. From which direction does Attila come from? I play as the Sclavians. I'm on the East European side. So what? I think he'll just take over one of the armies. So what you can do is, you can go into your diplomatic view here, and wherever you see the Hun icon, that's where the faction leader is. I think he usually takes over one of the armies. Maybe not necessarily that one, but usually that gives you a hint where he's going to spawn. If he dies and doesn't escape and stuff like that, he'll generally spawn around here, I think, in Sarmatia, Europea. I've seen him kind of spawn just above the Danube as well, I think, because in one of my campaigns I thought he was going to spawn. I beat him here in northern Italy, and I thought he was going to spawn here, and then I was worried he was going to attack Constantinople, which was obviously my capital, as Eastern Roman Empire. But no, he did actually move west, so I kind of rushed my legions to try and stop him, but he moved west anyway. So I think anywhere in this sort of area he can spawn, but he'll generally spawn on top of wherever the Huns are at the time. So in this campaign, for example, the Huns were really passive for me. They didn't really do much. I think what they maybe did was they maybe fought a lot here in the sort of Sclavian territory, but they didn't interact with me at all, which was really useful. In other campaigns, I've had to fight them before Attila comes, and obviously you beat them back, and they become like a, a bit of a non-entity faction, like, because they've been beaten. But then when Attila spawns, they become like a first-rate faction again. But yeah. Let's see. So I'm under siege here. I just need to be careful with finances now, actually. So I'll leave taxes low for a little bit longer, and then when I've got these armies ready to go, I'll boost the taxes again.
Your orders. Fleet reporting.
Right, that's fine there. So I had this interesting trait on my last emperor where he was, I guess we can't view it now, but he was given plus 10% corruption empire wide, but plus 3 public order as well, because he was like nice to the people type thing. But now that I've got this, so this emperor is the kid of Flavius Honorius, and his brother is the general that just took Constantinople. So these kids are the new kids on the block, kind of thing. And he doesn't have any real negative traits yet. Okay, so I think I'm going to try and use this legion to colonize, because they don't have a lot of experience, whereas this one is super experienced. So this is what I was talking about yesterday. If you have a veteran in your army, you can really build up the experience. So you can see I've got like rank 7 and stuff like that. Is there anything else I want to do just now? Let's see. Have we got enough food here? Because we can get more trade jetties here. I think I can raise troops in Carthage. I could raise a legion to help here, but I do have legions on their way, so I think I'll just try and, I'm not going to worry too much about this just now. Once I get my legions down here, I'm pretty sure we can bottle these guys up. That should be fine. Okay, let's just end turn here then, because next turn I'm going to put all this money into Constantinople. Yeah, we're fine here, good for public order across the board, cool. Yes, I've encountered the Huns, they are nomads. Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's right, they're nomads. Okay, thanks for explaining this. Yeah, no problem. I enjoy talking about it. It's a good game, this one. I'm hoping Medieval 3, when it comes out, takes after this game a little bit. One thing I'd like to see them do, if I was Creative Assembly, what I would focus on is I would try and follow the paradox model of having wars, right? So instead of just this faction's at war with that faction and that faction, try and make it in such a way that there's casus bellum for wars and war goals and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And then that would mean, like, instead of just taking territory and painting the map, you could so for example, if it was medieval 3 Total War, for example, say you're playing as England, right? And you might not even be England, you might just be a faction in England or something like that. You might have some claim, which is, you know, popular in medieval speak, to Aquitaine. So that this is Aquitaine down here. And then, so what you could do is maybe your king or one of the princes or something, I don't know, has some claim to Aquitaine, and then there would be some way of you declaring war to get Aquitaine. Then what you could do is you would have several ways of winning that war. The first one would be like physically taking Aquitaine and holding it for a certain amount of time. That would be maybe one way you could win that war, as an example. Another way is you could just invade France and deplete their war resolve. So they might be politically really weak in terms of war resolve. So maybe you just have to invade across the channel, sack a few cities or something, and then that'll force them to lose the war, and then you get Aquitaine, like in the post-war negotiations. If it was me, if I was making medieval tea, that's what I would try and do. I don't know if that would be popular with everyone else. But I think that should be the next evolution. Right. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna get rid of like these cavalry stables, because I don't think we necessarily need to spend all the money on things like that just now. I mean, I'm quite happy with this cavalry. You know, I'm happy with these army compositions, so I don't think we really need to have the barracks here. I'm trying to get my empire, you know, my armies centrally built and then sent out, rather than spend a lot of money on like these really expensive like barracks and things like that. So let's knock this one down. Let's convert Constantinople. I guess we'll convert the church. The blacksmith, that's not really needed either. And should we convert the banking house? I wonder if we get the benefits for that. I've never been 100% sure how to tell. It's plus 10% commercial buildings. Actually, we need a governor's house anyway, actually, in here. That's our sort of core government building. Okay, that's fine. Let's start colonizing here.
Siege to the settlement. Commander. Ready for orders.
This is a tricky thing with the Huns. They take out all your settlements and things, so it takes ages to rebuild them, rebuild all the wealth. I'm wondering if I should probably be a bit more cautious and not attack there yet.
Get to it, men.
Right, let's knock these down.
At your command.
Right, I'll knock the church down one level here. And then I'll need to wait till more money comes in. I'm going to have to put taxes up, I think, to pay for all this work.
Heaven be praised.
Yeah, Medieval 3 will be different, they said, so you could be right with your thinking. I see your YouTube, you got everything documented, I will be watching them. Yeah. Yeah, I obviously, like, appreciate anybody watching my content. But I'll just be totally honest with you, San Leroy, like, the way I play the game, it can be a slog, right? I mean, there's 36 episodes, I think it probably works out like 50 hours or something like that. So that's just a little bit of forewarning there if you are watching it, but I think it's good. I think it's a really fun campaign, Milestone campaign, and I talk through my strategy and things like that, so it's like replicable, and for sure I've made mistakes in it and stuff like that, but you can definitely like watch it and like replicate the strategy, especially the Eastern one. The Eastern one is much more doable than the Western one. The Western one relies on some luck, and things like that. But the eastern one you can kind of get by. Okay, African Legion. Right, I'll let them replenish. I just noticed the Visigoths are on the move here, which actually probably means the Phasos is exposed. How are we doing up here with these legions? That's recruiting. Let's get down to Rome. Let's go down to Napoli. I'm going to get these Herculanii Signores, I think, but they're really expensive. Excellent armor, piercing damage, excellent armor. Yeah, we need to get them, don't we? We need our elite units. Right. Let me turn here.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, may as well get these traits.
We hunger for battle.
So I mentioned like a few episodes ago, before the Huns came, I had this opportunity potentially to start this war against the Visigoths and the Eastern Roman separatists, and the reason I decided not to do it was because, oh, this is cool. Look, we're gonna get a fun siege here. Attacking by water. Let's see, Armenian spears are really tough. Wonder, did we get a chance to rebuild the settlement? What kind of state it's in? Don't know, does it tell me here? Oh, thanks for the follow, Sandleroy. I think you might actually push me into the affiliate stage on Twitch, which is really cool. So I'll let you know if I get the affiliate off. Yeah, I don't know if you're aware how it works. Like, there's some criteria they give you when you start on Twitch. It's not anything major. It's just like, have a certain number of average views, have 25 followers, a few things like that. So that's a little goal I've been trying to get before the end of the year. So I'll let you know if you've pushed me over to the affiliate stage. That's really cool. Yeah, it's a shame this siege came so soon, because I wanted to build the next big set of walls. Because the walls eventually extend all the way out here with moats and things, but that's fine. We might get another chance anyway. Right. I'm not totally familiar with this. I'm good at defending Rome because I had to defend that so many times. I'm not totally familiar how to defend Constantinople. I don't think there's obviously docks around here. Docks around here. Presumably they won't sail around there. Instead, try and dock in here and in here. I think what I'm gonna try and do is take out the onagers though. I think I can rush them. With my cavalry here. And then that means they have to, because I think they have another army coming in, reinforcements from sea. Right, so let's do that. Let's get all our cavalry. And what we'll do is these guys can guerrilla deploy, so they will try and silence the onagers right away. And the rest of the cavalry can then hopefully get out the gate nice and quick. There's only one gate over there. I could try and go out this gate as well, but I think I'll just squeeze as many as I can out here. So if we do that, and then we'll do the Palatini there, and we'll keep. I don't think the lances are as useful. The onager. Now we have a heavy onager here. I think this would be a cool place for that to be. And let's put some legionaries here. It's tricky on legendary because there's no do-overs, right? Like, if I lose this, I don't get a chance to fight it again. It was part of the fun, but it's a shame in some ways because like if you mess up, like if you don't realise like there's a port over here or something like that, and then they get in there, it's like you don't get a chance to do it again. Right. That should block all the entrances for the ships unless they sail round the other side. These guys will maybe get a chance to throw down on them. Oh, I have 3 of these onagers, right? Okay, that changes things a little bit. 1, 2. What I might do is I might just keep 1 in reserve just in case they come in this other side. I don't know where the reinforcing army is going to spawn. Actually, no. Better just deal with the ones that we know are here. Okay. What have we got left? These 2 leg are over here. Let's group them up. Done these guys, so general and then just small amounts of infantry. So we'll keep them with the general, I guess. And I'll do flaming rounds. Right. Barricades, do we want any barricades? Maybe just in case they come around this other side, a barricade here or something like that. Try and slow them down. Right, cool, this should be fun. Hopefully don't mess this up. Get a habit of messing it up when there's so many things to do at once. Right, fire this at the general. Go after that onager first. That onager. And then like this onager, try and disrupt them. Get the cavalry out. Get the cavalry out. Get the cavalry out. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, is this wall going to collapse? Hopefully not. Oh, it's going to collapse on them.
The enemy tremble before our superior numbers.
Let's try and shut down the onagers.
The walls have fallen to the breach.
Right, they managed to get a hole in the wall, which is annoying.
A tower has been totally destroyed.
Fire these. Try and get after these skirmishers. Hopefully this cavalry can catch them. What's that boost?
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
What are we doing over here? Are we sinking any ships?
Glory be to God! Fire on the enemy! The enemy general is fallen!
Reinforced army. Oh, more onagers. I think that reinforced army wasn't as big though. I think it was mostly onagers. Or is it just the onagers that couldn't come in by ship? Is that what it is? This is cool. Look at this, all this counter battery fire. This is like modern, you know. It's like coastal defences and all that. Yeah, let's I'll run these guys over, see if they can take out the onagers. Right, you can. I don't know if you know as well. You can manual fire. It's quite a cool feature. If you're a bit bored with the artillery sometimes. It can actually be game winning, to be honest. Like, the amount of times I've won games or battles on the back of this is like insane. Let's get these guys out. It's quite tricky though, because it's like you're not really pointing the arrow, you're trying to say where the arrow's supposed to land, like where the shot's supposed to land, so it's quite tricky.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Um, nice. So is this maybe all they have then? Let's bring the cavalry back inside. Nice, just like that.
Victory is imminent.
How did the artillery do? It looks like they got barely any kills, but they probably killed like 2,000 men between them by sinking the ships. Yeah, that was fun. Enjoyed that. So in real life history, Constantinople sort of famously was really hard to take. So I think I love this idea that if the Sassanids are going to come at us with lots of armies here, if we could build it up, like build like the big walls, that would be really fun. Maybe not the most efficient thing to do, like probably the most efficient thing to do would be just to attack, but we'll maybe see. Right, I don't think this is winnable, but first of all, they're diseased, which is a bit, you know. Right, what I'll do is I'll fight this one on the field as well. And reason being is if I can at least kill some units here, I don't necessarily have to win. If I can kill some units, then it'll make it harder for them to push further into our territory. And that'll buy me some time to land my, you know, standing army legions. I hate this fog that always comes up. It's just visually so poor. Right, they've got ladders and things. They've also got onagers. So what I would say is I normally don't try and hold the walls in this case because I mean maybe we could, it's just ladders and that onager. The advantage, so the pros and cons here are you want to try and keep your towers up as much as possible because they can do a lot of damage over time, but you don't want to obviously get caught in unfavourable, you know, battles. So what I would normally do is I try and position the legio like over here. Maybe do one and one like this. Then we can try and keep these two towers up, and I probably won't try and keep these ones up. I'll put the archers here, and if we funnel them in here, the archers will do a lot of damage. So I'll put both archers here. Take them off fire at will. Cavalry, I would try and normally put the cavalry outside the city for a flank, but I know there is a reinforcing army coming, so what I'll do is I'll keep them next to the gate here. Maybe the other gate, maybe this gate over here for a flank later on. And the navy, we have a reinforcing navy, don't we, coming in? Right, so kind of similar thing here. We want to try and keep the tower up. So if we hold like here, for example, we'll keep reserves here. And then we have our general, we can dispatch whatever he's needed. And we'll bring in these ships. That's how I try and do it. It's hard to predict where the reinforcements will come in and where this army will go once they get on the walls. They might go this way and then you try and hold them here and let the tower do some damage. They might go this way, try and hold them here. They might try and come through the middle and then we'll need to shuffle some troops about. But yeah, that's fine. Right, so let's land in here.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, here come our reinforcements. Nothing really to write home about, but we'll try and get them docked anyway.
We stand. We hold.
Got some more archers here. We'll take them off fire at will.
Enemy troops. Your orders.
And extra melee troops. I hate the fog so much.
Go ashore. They will bleed for us.
Let's speed up a little bit.
Losing our advantage.
I don't mind like the fog in the sense that if it makes it harder to see troops and stuff, but I feel like I should be able to see, like they could, if I'm not supposed to be able to see these guys, they can just remove them from the, you know, the render or whatever, but I think I should still be able to physically see as the player. There's probably a mod that like tones down the fog, but I'm trying to make sure there's no mods installed or anything like that. I could have put the archers on the walls and tried to set the ladders on fire, but yeah, I think I'm fine with this. So they're going to knock the wall down here. This wouldn't be the worst for us if they did that, because then we could hold them at the entrance for a while. But we do want them to go in front of this barricade as well. Stalk these guys.
The walls are breached.
Okay, the walls are down. I quite like these walls. This style of wall versus the type of walls that in the original Rome Total War and things like that, because that feels like quite realistic to me. I mean, I don't know anything about, you know, like how these things would have been engineered, but this is kind of believable to me that this type of wall would have been built, kind of rampart style, and I quite like how visually this looks. Looks realistic. I can't imagine like every city in classical times had like massive stone walls, you know. These look more realistic. Right, I've not seen the reinforcement. They definitely had a reinforced army, didn't they?
Legio comitatus! Double time! For the Savior!
Okay, speed this up a little bit. Right, what are we doing here? I could let these archers fire, but I wanted to wait for better targets to come. That's the reinforcements coming here. Hey guys, I'm in the edit room here, and basically in this battle we got a really bad glitch. So the AI couldn't attack the settlement, so basically what I had to do was come out of the settlement, but the whole battle ended up taking like 30-40 minutes or something like that. And obviously when we came out of the settlement it was always going to be a loss. So I could have reloaded and fought it again, but I just didn't bother. And I've just removed it from the video here because it just took way too long and it was really boring. So hope that's okay, and I'll just continue with the campaign from here. Well, actually, I think there's something in this game where if you try and let the timer run out, your morale collapses or something like that. And I think it's to avoid you doing stuff like that, like where you get in a glitch and then try and just wait for the timer to run out. I think that's what would have happened. I think it would have got to like 10 minutes and then all my units would have just routed or something like that. So I should have attacked a lot earlier. Right. Let's see. How are we looking here? Right, so we want to keep the work going in Constantinople. Governor's house. Let's bring that down. Yeah, they should be able to hold that pretty fairly. Now let's try and stop these guys.
For honor and glory. Is there nothing else? Recruiting more ships.
Okay. How are these legions looking now?
Ready for battle.
Wanted to get the Herculanii Signores. They're really expensive though. What's their upkeep again? Nearly 400. So what's that? 5, and so it's going to cost like 2,000 just to keep them.
Set up the watch.
Right, upgrade our armor here. And then we're going to march south to Tarentum. So in an ideal world, if I can sink these Visigoths here, what I could probably do is sail both these legions and take Crete and Rhodes, and then sail on to Egypt. Meanwhile, just hold at Constantinople and colonize up here.
To the settlement. Commander.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, so we have like a nice plan here. Secured Greece. We can hold at Constantinople. We've got this legion to hold if anything tries to cross anywhere else. We'll build up these settlements here. Hopefully Macedonia take on these ones, and then they can have that province. I'll try and sink these armies, and then these two legions can take Crete, Rhodes, and then move down to Egypt. Okay, maybe it's time for this legion to do something.
I want hourly patrols. We need good fighters.
And get some troops in here.
Glorious thing to serve your people.
Yeah, sink every ship that tries to take out the Black Sea. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. That map that we saw for Constantinople. The really interesting thing is if you go on like Google Maps or whatever and look up Istanbul, it does look like that. Like you can physically see where old Constantinople was, like exactly the same as that map. Do you know what I mean? You can see why they built the city there. It's like such a good defensive position, and it completely controls all this access. And it's the same in this game, really. You can control. It's a choke point between here and here. It's a choke point. But yeah, I need to go off now. I don't know if I'll be back on later tonight. I'll maybe try and get back on. It just depends. Apart from that, I should be on sometime during the day tomorrow, I think. Try and bring this campaign forward, and then I'm going to I need to render all the videos and try and publish this one on YouTube as well. Because I think I'm fairly close to the end now. Because 450 is the date. 450 is the target date for Divine Triumph. So that's 25 turns. 25 years, 4 turns per year. That's 100 turns. And since there's less to do now, we'll probably motor through them quicker. Now, thanks for watching, Sandroy. Thanks for commenting as well. Makes it much more enjoyable for me. Which is great. And thanks for the follow as well. Hopefully that takes me over the affiliate limit. That's really cool. But yeah, I'll maybe catch you later on tonight or maybe tomorrow or some other time. But thanks again, bud. Have a good one. I'll see you later on. And thanks as well to anyone else watching the episode on YouTube. As always, please consider a like, subscribe, maybe a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.